What's running away with your head?
What are we gonna do?
Come on. I've thought it all out. It just wouldn't work. Beautiful.
Kiss. Grow fonder.
It just isn't done that well.
The shadow of the queen of the left hang. Could you are going yes, those poor people. Well, now what are we gonna do? Could you are going yeah, I guess so. Hand down. That's me too. Hand down. The left hang. Isn't he? Hand down. The left hang. Oh, that's me too. Hand down. The left hang. Isn't he?
Come on. Don't overdo it.
That's me. I guess grow fonder. That's me. They'll be seen. That's me. I guess grow fonder. That's me. They'll be seen. That's me. I guess grow fonder. That's me. They'll be seen. That's me. That's me. I guess grow fonder. The shadow of the queen of the left hang. Could you are going I'd like to kiss. Now what are we gonna do? Could you are going yeah, I guess so. Hand down. That's me too. The left hang. That's me too. The left
Love you more than life itself.
that's me. I guess grow fonder. That's me. They'll be seen. That's me. I guess I'd like to kiss fonder. That's me. They'll be seen. That's me. I guess grow fonder. That's me. They'll be seen. That's me. I guess grow fonder.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hey, I think that should be working. I'm going to be adding the badges to the chat now, I think. I was gonna do it earlier, but I decided not to. I thought it'd be fun to save it. I think it's gonna break everything. I did make a backup of the file. It's quite loud. Okay, I don't know what the audio balance is like, but hopefully you should be able to still hear me. So right now what I have is the badges being returned as an array for each person, if they have badges. The CSS stuff can go down, don't really need to see it. Scrolling up and down. Okay. So this is where the main stuff is happening in add message. And basically, I want to add the badges somewhere. So I already get them returned as an array, which is when it's console logging. But actually I need to add them now, so I think what I'll do is add it inside the name box. That seems reasonable. I called it nom because name was already being used for the name of the person, so nom isn't like French. I couldn't think of anything else. I thought just the easiest, the first thing that just came to my head was that, so we went with that. I'm gonna do const so what I'm thinking is for each element in the array, if badges exists, then badges for each badge. For each badge we want to create an element. So create document, create element, image, and we'll say b.class name equals badge, and nom dot append child the badge. Oh, and I need to give it the link. So b dot source equals. It should be the link. So it's an array of links. Let's see what that does first of all. When it comes in, I'm going to need to change the backgrounds. Oh, I need to also define this. We'll do it under profile picture. It's similar to profile picture in that it has a width of, we'll say 60, no. Let's do 30. Height 30. Border. I want to give it a border radius just to see what it looks like. guess they will have to animate upwards. Actually, no, they'll animate in with name and pick, I think. We'll see. Actually, having the badges, like, I don't know, it's kind of cute, just having them as like small bubbles. On someone's name. I need to probably change, actually no, let's change the background, because I want to keep it white just so I know what it looks like. We'll say the background is this. Oh, hang on. What if I center it in name box? Where is that? Yeah, so it's in name box. I could make name box a flex, then just flex direction, row, and justify content center. I didn't do anything actually. I don't think. I don't think it's being centered. Let me try column. No. It's definitely row. Let me just leave it like that for the second. And I want to make the things go. I want the badges to go first. So this will have to come first. What happened there? Hold on. Let me try float. Oh, you know what? I think it might be because I'm setting it as HTML, inner HTML. Or I probably, if I wanted to append it in later, I sneezed. I need to create a span. So it'd be like this. So this would be name text. And we'll say name. I'll comment this out for now. Don't need this or this. And then nom.append. Oh wait. Yes, this goes afterwards. So nom.append child. Name text. So now I need to define the name, which is literally just what we already have here. Here we go. Oh, I had it here. I'll replace this. Cool, so it goes first. I'll probably do some manual tweaking on this. And also need to do some manual tweaking on this. Now the text's not aligned, so what's wrong with that? Oh, it's this. So I can set this to 0. We'll just take this out. I thought I did that. Let's make the badges go down a bit, because they're a bit high. Say 5, seems reasonable. And I also want to give them some padding. The left. No, on the right. Is that affecting? Yeah, it looks like it's affecting. Oh, it's affecting each of them. I need to put them together in that case. Damn. Oh, thanks for the follow. That just... that surprised me. Wait, how do I... Oh, damn. Oh, there we go. Oh, look. These badges are getting squashed as well. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm just going to add some badges to our chat. I think I need to put these badges into one single div, and then actually no, I don't. I could just pad on the text of the name itself, so that would just be here. I could just move it. Yeah, let's just move it. So it'd be going to the left by 5. There we go, they're round again. And then this is onto the left by 5. That's all good. I should probably put some spacing between the badges though. So actually, the badges, let's say 5. So that should give us some. That didn't work. Oh, it's padding, isn't it? Because it's moving them all both to the left otherwise. We'll say no, because padding messed up the border radius, so I think maybe margin. There you go. Oh, and it's actually acting as a thing here. So that's, I don't need the name to go to the left in that case. There we go. Let's try connecting this to someone else's chat and seeing how it copes. The badges should all be working, so it's literally just pulling. I mean, it's already all inside the array, so it should be fine. Let's just do something that's not too big. This looks fine. No, something busier. This one. Oh, this one. That's easy to remember. Poach. Alright, let's see how it handles it. Reset that. Did it connect? Yes, it did. So no one's talking yet. Oh. Why is that super delayed? Weird. Should be moving faster than that. Did I change something? Oh wait. Oh, it's because it's moving in from like over there. So if it's like here, it should be moving faster. Huh, I didn't think of that. I think the badges seem to be working fine now, which is good. if I should add like a small circle around the profile picture as well. I kind of like it how it is. No, I think that's actually good. Let's go ahead and put that in. So that should be working now. Wait, it'll be coming up on my screen. Oops. Ignore that. Okay. Saved. Let me test. There we go. Oh wait, it's hitting the top. It's hitting the top or something. I think due to the length. It looked like it got cut off or something. Let me see that again. I think it only happens when it's the first message that's sent. Yeah. Let me check. It's weird. Why didn't that work? I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so I just need to bump up the top. I think. I'll bump up the margin and we'll just double check that. Looked like it was the same. Let me try 30. Actually no, that's the padding. What's that at? 10. Let's try this one. Looks the same still. Let me try both. Oh, it worked. But now, will the amount between them be different? Yeah. Interesting. Wait, yeah. So I kind of didn't want that. I wonder if I can bump this up, but leave the padding the same. Because I want to keep a reasonable distance between the messages. No. Yeah, that's definitely smaller gap. But if I have it bigger, it doesn't show gap. It doesn't glitch out on the first message, but there is a gap. A bigger gap. I'm gonna try something. Which is when I add a message. So where do I create? Where do I check log div? No, here we go. Oh, thanks for the host. Much appreciated. So what I want to check is that current message is equal document query selector all, and select anything that has data name, because that will mean that it is a it will have a message. That's the attribute that we give for log messages. Let's just test that. So that should be here. Wait. Never mind, I'm selecting the wrong thing. Hold a second. Log message, data name. Where did I time people out? Let me try this then. Yeah, I'm still doing that. Okay, so if there's no messages, then that will return 0, otherwise it will return something greater than 0, because it's only counting everything, not including the message that it just sent. So basically, current messages will equal 0 if there's no messages yet. So if current messages dot length equals 0, then set the padding of log message to be 20. No, 30. So this will only happen if there's currently no messages. So, test. There we go. It didn't get clipped off at the top. And hopefully, with any luck, the other ones should be the same size. Yes. So if you take a look at the padding and margin, that one's 10 and 10 for this one. And then for this one, it's 30 and 10. So this is the one at the top. So I'll just wait for these to disappear and then we'll try it again. And hopefully it should be... first message should be 30 again. I'll wait for these to get removed. They go after 60 seconds. Okay, that's one. That's the other one. Okay, so this one should be 30. Yep, that was right. And so is that. Nice, it works. One other thing I want to test is sending a message after this one disappears, but this one's still here. And with any luck, they should both be the small one, because technically already one message exists. And there's one more thing I need to test. Nice. They're both small. Okay, that works. The next thing I need to do is test a long username. So, what am I signed? Oh, this is... I keep forgetting. I put a dark theme on Chrome because I couldn't stand the light theme. And now it just makes me think that I'm always incognito. I need to test a long username because it screwed up the formatting. Forgettable internet guy. So the max number of characters on Twitch is 25. Which is that. That's a long username. I just use that for testing if I need to send something. Alright. Let's see. So if I... Let me reload OBS. Okay. Let me leave that there so I can see. And test. So a long username is gonna make that happen. Okay, so a long username, maybe I just need to extend it for the longest name, for the first one, because as soon as a message exists, then we're all good. For that first message though, I will just double this to 60 and then we'll see how that pans out. Okay, so that should be 60 now for the first message. Hey, it worked. Seems alright. But I don't have any badges. Or, I mean, this long username doesn't have badges, so now I'm wondering what will happen if I have a long username and the max number of badges. Which is 3, obviously, so I think that might break it because it doesn't look like there's much room left. How can I test that? I could make him a mod. That's just 1 badge. I'm gonna make this the smallest possible amount, just so I know. Yeah, that's still a lot. Let's do 50 then. Oh wait, that was my one. Damn, now I have to refresh again because there's already a message there. Did that clip? I couldn't see. Yeah, it did. I guess we'll have to go with 60 then. Actually, let me just do 55. No, I have to do... And we'll go with at least 60 because I know that as soon as I add badges it's just gonna go off again. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just going to manually give this account badges to see what will happen. And we are going to pick some badges out of our endpoint here. Actually, I can just pull it from here. So we'll say... Let's make him a staff member. Staff, what else? Say they're going to TwitchCon. And let's say partnered. Okay, so they're a staff member, they're partnered, and they go to TwitchCon. Partnered, the partner badge goes in place of the staff one, doesn't it? Because I guess, are you automatically partnered if you're a staff? I don't know. I'm not aware of how these things work. But that doesn't matter. So what I'm gonna do is just make a test. Let's just say const test badges equals this one. I don't want that. This one. This one. And then we will pass that on here. If I'll just do if user.username equals forgettable internet guy, then badges equals test badges. Okay, so that should be 3 badges. For forgettable internet guy. Okay. That definitely clipped. But that doesn't look too bad. Now I'm curious as to what will happen in our chat. I think it's gonna break. Yeah, it broke. It goes off the screen. I do about that though. I kind of always want them to be on the screen, but I know that, I mean, one of the options I have is to make the text smaller, but it's kind of small already, and I don't really want to make it any smaller. I guess another option would be to, well, one thing that I wanted to have it do earlier was give it a maximum width that it can be, and then if it overflows that, then just have, you know, ellipses like ... I think that would be a fair way of doing it. I mean, it is kind of an edge case. I don't think we're going to get people with 3 badges and have super long username. So it's not something that I should be particularly worried about, but I kind of want to handle it if the situation ever arises, because that's good practice, I think. And we are all about good practice. Hold on, sorry. Just got a message. Alright. So, let's try doing that maximum width then. So it's in name box. Name box is the one. Let's try and give it max width. Let's make it something super small right now, just so we know that it's the right thing. I haven't actually used this before, so I don't know. We'll do text overflow, ellipses. Let's see if that works. What does that do? That's not going to work in this because Chrome is the one that we want. I mean OBS. Okay, yeah, there we go. So it's super small. That's what she said. And it didn't show the name. So all I need to do is figure out the maximum width that we want this to be. I'm gonna say 90% maybe. So not the whole way. So it still shows that. They're not 90%. So let's say 50%. What does that do? Still breaks it for some reason. Oh, it's still overflowing. I thought I fixed that. I'm probably forgetting one of the keys that I need to use. Oh wait, that's me. Huh, and the badges just disappeared. If this ends up becoming too much trouble, I'm probably just gonna leave it, because I doubt it's gonna affect me. Max width, CSS, no, ellipses, text overflow, ellipses. So ellipses is the one that we want. Overflow hidden and no wrap. Let's try those. Overflow hidden. White space. No wrap. Still breaks it. I'm wondering if it's because that's a spam. Let me put this inside name. Oh look, it doesn't do it anymore. Oh, but for some reason it's still overflowing. I mean, it's still pushing. That's so weird. Let me try changing max width back. So that should go the whole way now. Oh. It still goes out. The problem is, even if it doesn't, still overflow hidden is still showing. Or it's still making the scroll bars appear. Yeah, that's about the right amount. Say 70. $70 looks like the right amount. But I don't know why the scroll bars are still appearing. If technically the div isn't, like, the text is constrained to the div. I don't know why it would be going out. Can't test it in this, or can I? I just also need to see if this clips when it goes out, because if it does, then I need to put the percentage up a bit more. Waiting for it to animate any second now. Okay, it doesn't. That's good. See, these are the same like width, so I don't understand why this would be causing it to overflow, hidden, scroll, bar visible. Rabiz. Hello, welcome to the Streamerino. Hope you're having a nice evening or day, wherever you are. It's coming up to midnight right now. I'm good, thanks. Thanks for asking. Just trying to figure out this weird overflow thing for my name box on the chat box. So I've just finished adding the badges for names, but the problem is if I have a super long name, so the max number of characters a name can have, which is 25 plus 3 badges, it pretty much just, it doesn't fully break it, but it just makes it go a bit funny. I'm trying to work out. So if I have a super long name like this, with 3 badges, it makes a scroll bar appear for some reason. Thank you. Just need to get rid of that scroll bar. It's being super weird. I think I might have found something though. Visible comes auto when combined with hidden. Wait, that's not it. Oh, that's not it. Text overflow is ellipses, that's alright. Actually, I don't need that in name box because I'm already dealing with that on the name. White space probably doesn't matter either. Maybe just get rid of that and see if it does anything. Probably not. Wait, I need... Yeah. What if I do... Oh, I can't do absolute because that would just break it. Overflow X. What go? Min width? Is that a thing? Let's set that to 70? I don't know. I may just leave it because it's not, I mean, I don't really anticipate anyone with a super long username and 3 badges to come into this channel. So it's kind of like, I want to do it for peace of mind, but if I have to spend too long on it, then it just becomes counterproductive. Try overflow again. You know what? Maybe it's not to do with that. Maybe it's to do with this. Oh, never mind. Hidden auto. Auto. Now I'm just setting random values, hoping something will work. No. Stop scroll bar appearing. So it is overflow hidden, I'm just not applying it to the right place. Scribbly, hello! Overflow hidden important. That's a good idea. I forgot about the important tag. I will try that for... Let's do that for... name box as well. Overflow hidden. Yes, let's try that. Ooh. Something went weird there. Damn. Okay, let's try that. Yeah. Are you still streaming, Scribbly? You are. Have you... somewhere was lurking. Oh, you went off. Oh. Speaking pro emotes. Yes. Gave up after 9 showers. Damn. You've really been going at it with the your overlay streams recently. I do design overlays, don't have to code it. Yeah, it's no. I guess designing, like, the graphic design part is, you know, still an important part of it. You can learn to code and all that, but then obviously if you can't put the graphics together, then there's not really much point either, so you're already halfway there. The code's not that difficult to pick up, I don't think. I mean, I pretty much started from nothing, and somehow I don't know. I got somewhere. I don't know where yet. Oh, Scribbly, this is the thing that I wanted to show you. So, this is the function that I've been working on. And right now, so you already know what this does. This is the text out and text in that I adapted when I sent you that fiddle. But what I did was I have it inside a function, and then well, this is the shape of the shiny thing. This is a mask. This is a container to put everything in, and then I basically just return the container. So what I can do is I can initialize a text from this function, I can just pass this in to make a text on the fly. So if I do scribbly and then set the font size to that, this is just an animation test, but then I can render that out. And it looks like that with a shiny thing, and that broke because it didn't go the whole distance. RIP. I need to fine tune that. But that means that I can generate a whole bunch of different text and it should go the whole distance. I don't know. I need to work out this tweening bit. Let's say 2.5. That should definitely cover it, right? So if I remove the mask, I change the fill. This is basically what it's doing. I don't really know, like, you can tell that it kind of lags a bit, so I don't think this is probably that good for performance wise. But it was a fun test. I might try to use it anyway, see how it works. How well it works. I just find it funny that it's just a white text, a white shape just moving across it. So that was FFF. I think for really like small names it breaks because the smaller the name is. Yeah, and it moves slower because it's not calculating the right distance. But I need to fix that. So I need to learn Java to animate overlays. Not necessarily. I mean, Java's probably not the best language for this kind of stuff. You could use JavaScript, which is what Scribbly and I are using at the moment, or Python is probably quite good. I'm not sure how you would work with graphics with Python, but I think it's definitely possible. JavaScript is just because that's the language of the internet. Like, you already know HTML is like for web pages, and then CSS is for styling pages, and JavaScript provides the logic for all that. So if you know your JavaScript, then you can pretty much make web pages. I don't know how good my keyframed animation is on performance either. It's probably a lot safer than having, basically I'm like generating 3 text things on the fly, like the outline, and then also I have this thing where it's like having to recache the overlay every 10 milliseconds, which is because the mask doesn't work otherwise. So I think that's the most performance draining thing. But I kill it as soon as I kill this as soon as I don't need it anymore, because otherwise it will be super not good on complete clear interval. Yeah, so I'll keep playing around with this and seeing if I can do something cool with it. But yeah. Seems to run pretty slick. It's pretty funny because I don't know. It broke quite a lot at first. A lot of this is all like trying to do it dynamically. Like, I don't know if you're aware, but on your text outer and on your text inner, you have the .x once for the outline. You have another set here, which I think you generally keep them the same. But if you were to have this up by, say, +3 and -3 of whatever this value is, so if this was 50 and then you made this, for instance, 49, it would give you the slight 3D effect that I think that you were using for your other things. So if you keep them the same, then it'll be, you know, fully centered. But you can give it a slight 3D effect if you bring this up and bring this one down, which is what I'm doing here. I don't know if you wanted to do that. That's why I put it in. So if I were to say, oh, actually I'm defining this on the fly, so basically I'm just passing that in. It works it out on its own. Oh, and the other thing is, I don't know if you know this about the elastic easing, but you can actually fine-tune the easing by adding .config in. So that's just if you want to get the right amount of elastic. If you think the elastic is too strong, you can just tone it down a bit. I think this is what it starts out as, and this is what it goes to. So 1 and 1 would be... Okay, so it comes in strong and it goes out. But I think 1 and 0 would be... There you go, super strong. You can just play around with that if you need to fine-tune your elastic. I think you can... that works for some of the other easings. I'm not sure if it works for bounce. I think bounce is set. You can definitely use it for elastic. I wonder what 0 and 0 does. For Varna, I need... Hello? God, it just doesn't do anything. It's weird. Yeah. There we go. Yes. Oh, and this is how I'm... Well, actually, you've already got your fonts working, but because I'm on a computer that's, like, I don't have admin rights to, I managed to inject fonts into the header by using this. So that's just going to this style sheet. So I'm guessing that would work if you linked it to like a web link with the style sheet on there as well, and it should pull from that. So this is injecting into the head of the HTML, which is super cool, because now I don't have to worry about not having fonts loaded. But that means I need to redo all of my code to get the fonts working. Yes. I need to get this working. Is there a way I can convert animation from After Effects to a code? It would probably be easier to start from scratch. I think. I don't know. I haven't really considered that. I think it would be extremely difficult to do. At least the code would be extremely unreadable. Simple animation? If it's a simple animation, you should probably be able to do it like create it fairly easily in that case. I mean, that's the one thing that I tried. Like, when I first started out, I had no idea how I was going to animate stuff, and I wanted to animate in After Effects and like port it over to Flash or something. But alas, I wasn't able to, so I ended up learning. There are quite a lot of resources out there, so I mean, you should be okay. Forvana, I need your input on something. So I've got the badges working. I think you probably saw I can't see chat right now, but I mean I can't see the overlay. But the badges come up. The problem is, if I have a super long username, I'm gonna hop off on the bus, don't have my phone out. Oh, okay. See you in an hour? Cool. I'm not sure if I'll be here in an hour, but if I am, then I will see you then. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll keep experimenting. It's just that for a super long username, for some it breaks the thing. I already have the text to ellipses, but for some reason it's still pushing. And it just causes the other divs to go out. I'm going to try and mess around with this. I'm just going to put this everywhere actually. Wait, what about in Wrapper? Oh, I already have it in Wrapper. This is a problem I have too in my projects. It's a pain. I mean, it's a total edge case, really. I mean, I'm not expecting people with super long usernames to come into chat with 3 badges. Option 1, clip the text. Or option 2, fuck the layout. Option 3, scale the text. Yeah. It's like, because the text fits on its own perfectly fine. It's just that if the badges are also there, if they have 3 badges as well, then it just breaks. Let me actually try just 2 badges. Still breaks. Anyway, see you next stream. Alright, take care. Enjoy the rest of your bus ride. I will catch up with you soon. I'll probably just end up ditching this. I'm so thirsty. I need to get water after this. Okay, what about 1 badge? 1 badge on its own. Oh wait, that's my name. Still breaks it. And also the maximum width is kind of screwy as well. Max width. Can I do min width? So one badge breaks it. Okay, what if I have no badges? I'm pretty sure it shouldn't, at least what I tested beforehand, it shouldn't comment this out. Okay, so with no badges is fine. I don't know. I don't know. There's gotta be a way. I know it. I know it in my heart. Yeah, I am back. I was thinking if you could somehow do a fade out gradient, you could gracefully clip the text. If I'm understanding your problem correctly. I don't have video. I guess that could work. I feel like, I mean, I've already clipped the text with ellipses, and I could probably wrangle max width to go up to the edge, like where it should be going up to. But then the problem is, for some reason, it's still causing the div to show this scroll bar. I don't know why the scroll bar is still appearing if technically nothing is going out outside of the div. Sadly on. I think it will probably be easier once you see it. Yeah. It'll probably make more sense when you see it. I'm just going to... I don't know, I think this is the only thing I need to try and tackle. And then it's pretty much done. After this, I don't know what else I could add, really. I have some ideas for commands. And I was thinking maybe I could have alerts, but for chat. Goodbye for reals. Alright, take care. Let me go back to this. Do this. Why is it still happening with one badge? I don't get it. It's not doing anything. Oh, I wonder if it's the padding. What's the longest name I can get away with 3 badges? I think I could fix this programmatically. I think I can fix this programmatically. This is probably going to be super hacky, but at this point I don't care. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Let me double check this. Okay. So let's add the 3 other badges back. Oh, and let's take this out. Let's take this out, because we're not doing that anymore. So this should be back to normal, aside from badges, which is here. So if I refresh this, I'm about to sneeze. Hold. Oh, it's a good thing I muted the mic. Probably would have destroyed everyone's ears. Okay, so just the name on its own is fine. Now, if I add 3 badges to that, it will break. Seems good. 13 emotes used. Let's make that 14 for good luck. Let me refresh this. So now it will break. There we go. It looks like I can get up to forgettable internet. But let's do forgettable internet guy. I'm about to sneeze again, hold. Oh, I'm alright. Okay. gonna comment this out. Actually, I need to leave it in. For this, instead of this, I'm going to do this. Forgettable internet guy. So whoever sends a message now should have that name. Okay, and it breaks, which is fine. Let me remove the last two characters. I just want to see. Oops. What the smallest number of characters we can have with 3 badges is. Right now I have 2 badges. I need to send it from this account. Okay, so maybe without the Y? It worked. Okay, so that doesn't break it. If I have 3 badges. And I have, how many characters? 21 characters. So I have to cut off 4 characters. But I want to replace it with a ... Now, I'm assuming the ... count as characters. So this will probably break it again, which is fine. It didn't. Oh, it did. With another badge. Let me take off another character then. Okay, still doesn't like that. There we go. If I want to use ... then I need to cut off 6 characters. Now what is the widest character? Widest letter? M and W count as one M space because they're the largest. Right, so it's M. Now what if I have 19 M's? Hey look, it breaks it. No. No. Is that even a possible Twitch name? Wow, that sucks. How should I measure that then? Because otherwise this works fine. If I take off the last 6 characters. Oh, who said that? I just looked at the thing and it was just forgettable internet. Could you do max width on the div that holds the name to control it? Yes, I can. I was doing it as a percentage because I don't know if I wanted to resize this, for example. I could make it pixels, but then I would need it have it like the same number of pixels as this. So I tried to make it a percentage, but that was screwing around with the shorter names as well. But I didn't actually try pixels yet, so actually that's a good idea. For some reason it was still causing the overflow issue with the scroll bar. I don't know where that was. I have it on name. I'll actually do it on name box, which is the div. So max width, I'll set it to 300 because that's what I have for this. Oh, it's 600. 600. And then anything that overflows. Wait. Let me try setting. Actually, I don't think I tried setting max width in here either. Oh, I forgot to change that back, so that's gonna work anyway. Let me give that back. Give this back. Yeah. Seemed to work for some reason. Maybe I need to set text ellipses up here as well. Or maybe 600 is just way too big. Let me do something like, so I think what I was doing before was 80%, but probably percent's not the way to go. I probably need something like M space, which is what I was just reading about. So the space of the actual characters. Cutting that off, which is good. I think for the shorter names though, it gets a bit weird. Yeah, it seemed alright. Let me do 70. I think that's what it was before. For some reason it's... yeah, that's the only thing I don't get, is that it's still causing that scroll bar to appear. Let me do text, overflow, ellipses. Nope. What else did I have? Was it space? White space, no wrap. Huh. Still not working for some reason. Was overflow hidden maybe? What's overflow inline? Don't know. But let's try overflow hidden. This still works. Yeah, for some reason it's now cutting off those names. But it is cutting off those, the longer names. For some reason it's cutting off shorter names. I don't know why that is. So that just cuts it off without putting the ellipses on. Yeah, I can probably do that actually. But the scroll bar is still there. Let me try putting all of this on this maybe. That works. That did not work. What other options for overflow do we have? Scroll and so. What about visible? Just show the thing. I don't know. I've reached that point where it's just trial and error. Because it doesn't make sense. Scroll bar. Overflow. You reach the point of the professor's lab, trial and error. I always reach that point. Especially with CSS. CSS is just so over the place. It's everywhere. There's just so much like to it that I don't think you could get through it without a... Oh, what's this? Some moz hidden unscrollable. This seems super cheaty, but it's worth a shot. Okay, let's check. Names still work. Yes. No. Why? Bug. What do I have as CSS on the wrapper? So I think what my structure is, the chat box is, I have the whole wrapper. I have a log for some reason. Well, this is my wrapper. There's overflow hidden there. Where is log? Why do I have log? Where does log come into this? Oh, log is oh, here we go. So I think that was just for positioning the log. I put it in a wrapper so I could get it to where I needed to go. But actually I haven't got anything for log. So I wonder if I could do something with that maybe. Not that. Undo important. Spell. I need to set this back. I'll leave that like that. If only all characters were the same, I could do this programmatically. I could just check how many badges they have. If they have 3 badges, then minus 6 characters from their name. But the problem is, M's take up more room. So even if they have 6 characters, even if I take away 6 characters, if they have more M's in their name, it's not going to make a difference. It's still going to break. And that's the horrible thing about coding. Like, I suppose if you're doing it for a controlled environment, then it doesn't really matter, but you would have to account for quite a lot of different things happening. now I have a runny nose. What if I just set this to like 20%? Does it still overflow? Does it still cause a thing to appear? I think that did anything, so I'll remove it. That doesn't. That does. Still doing something. Is it the text? It has to be the name then. The name must still be visible. I need to start OBS. Oh, I can't start OBS again. Because that means I'd have to stop streaming. Next time I need to start OBS in debugging mode so I can check out what this browser source is doing. Because then I think it would probably be easier to debug if I could see what the DOM is doing. Like, I would do it in this, not this, but it doesn't scale properly for some reason. Can't make it go to the right width. Don't know. What if I do this? Doesn't make a difference. Force HTML body to be fixed width for testing purposes. That's a good idea. I could make it the same size as this, actually. Let's see. What was it? 3,000? 2,000? 2,300. Wait, did that do what I wanted it to do? Okay. Good. That'll be good enough, I think. Does it do that? That's odd. Can't see the thing. Hold on. Let me just make it body. Test. Oh. Oh, I can. Well, it is obviously still there. So that's probably I wonder actually when it's clipping. Wait, why is it not clipping? Names 20 clip. That and do Okay, so obviously the name is still long and that's what's causing that to happen. Even though it should be clipping. So that's probably just what the issue is, that the name is still there. But I thought that when I clip it, it like, wait, can I set this to 50? What about, is content width a thing? I can't remember. No, it's not. Why is that not doing the whole clipping thing anymore? I mean, oh yeah, because it's clip, not ellipses, right? What about word wrap? Is that just the same as... overflow wrap? No, that just means sending stuff to the next line, I think. This isn't a flex box, so that doesn't matter. Okay, so now that's doing that. But why? And why is there so much padding on the end? Now that looks normal. And this one, doing some weird stuff. Okay, so that's the span, which is fine. And then for some reason I have a whole bunch of stuff. I wonder if it's to do with the flex, with that being a flex box. I'll change this back to table. Don't want to see that. Okay, setting that back to table didn't help. And also, this is now broken again. So maybe it's to do with the fact that it's flex. So what if I do something like flex wrap? It's flex flow. Oh, that must just be flex direction. Or is it? Items in place. Let's set that to no wrap. Flex. What's flex basis? Just set those and see what happens. Okay, that looks promising. Not so much. These has to be doing something. The padding makes it smaller. What if it's the padding? What if I set the padding to something like 0? Oh wait, it's the right side, isn't it? So that's actually just pushed everything off to the wrong side. Whoops. That's top, right, bottom. Oh, so it'd be right. Doesn't look like it's really helped. Can I set this negative? Okay, that's just kind of screwed with things a bit. Never mind, I will leave that at 20. I may have to sleep on this one. There has to be an answer though. So that's a span. Div name. Oh, that's name box. Oh wait. Yeah, that's the one I've already been messing around with. I wonder, can I remove all of this? I don't need this. I don't. Let me comment this out just in case I do need it. What? I'm trying to recreate it in Jesfield to see if I can't figure something out as well. Oh, you're too kind. It's weird. I don't know. Confused as to why it would still be appearing. Back home in my comfy chair. Oh, just in time. I was about... Well, I probably am going to just give up on this for now. I do need to set this to be -10. Oh, that still didn't work. Oh, right, because this is... Okay, so... Here's the thing. Let me just change this all back. Pretend that doesn't exist. Pretend this doesn't exist. So... Normally, and I can't really test this in browser, but on here, when we type in something normal, that comes up like normal with the badges. But if I have a super long username, and the max number of characters in a username is 25 on Twitch. So I have an account called Forgettable Internet Guy 000, which is max number of characters. If they talk normally, it's fine. But if they have 3 badges, because that takes up some of the space in the name box, it pretty much does this. And then the scroll bar appears, and then anything else that's super long will also flow out because of that, until that message is deleted, in which case everything goes back to normal. Yikes, indeed. So what I tried to do was set a max width. Overflow, that's what I've been doing, or trying to do. Overflow hidden. I have it set on both just to check. So this is on the name box. 70 I think is decent, but I need to double check on that because for some reason it's scaling it to a bunch of names. So if I have this on here and like now, I think it will give me ellipses on my name. Yes, it does. If I set it to clip, it's usually fine though. But then when I'm messaging on this account, it still gives it to me for some reason, even though it doesn't look like it's flowing outside. So I don't know why it's doing that. The easiest thing to do, which I probably should be doing, is probably just to start OBS in with Chrome remote debugging so I can inspect that browser source. Am I have something for that? You're gonna look through your archive prototypes. Alright, thanks. I might. I need to go get water. Probably gonna. I don't know why. It's just so weird. Oh, at least I got my I got the set the banning working. Check this out. Okay, if I can find somewhere to do. If I time this person out. It will be like, there you go, straight away. Ooh, it worked. That was earlier. That's my one success for today. Oh, and the badges. The badges seem to work okay. Now if I could just get it to... not break. But like I said, this is a pretty extreme edge case. I mean, for someone to have the max number of characters in their username and 3 badges. Oh, my other idea was to do it programmatically, as in, if they have 3 badges and their username is above a certain length, then remove the characters, replace it with, I'm about to sneeze. Replace it with ellipses. But then I tested it with a username that had lots of M's in it, and of course it broke because M's have a wider character width. So that doesn't help because 1 M is equal to 2 characters. Otherwise I could just remove the last 6 characters. Let me double check what white space does. Another solution is to use CSS Grid. Ah, I remember you telling me about that. Display grid. interesting. Nested grids. So would it be like one, just one cell? Let's just change that to grid, see what happens. Nope. You can paste links. Inline grid, repeat to auto, max width. Interesting. Would that be in my name box then? Or you... That is an okay starting point. The one that you pasted. Apply that class to your name box. Alright. Deadall Goshal. How do I code my buttons to go previous and next in images? I assume that would be to do with on button, on click, and do something in JavaScript to go to next thing, maybe? I haven't really played around with image carousels before, but I would probably start from getting the button to do an action, like on click. What am I doing? Right. I'll put this... I'll have this as flex. Then I'll put this here. And we'll say max width to be... I'll just say 70% for now, because that's the other one that I was using. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Testing, testing. Did something break? Hold on. Why isn't it appearing? There we go. So it looks like that's two cells. Two cells? Oh, I mean two columns. when you bring up, yeah. A chat box. Why am I coding a chat box? Because that's how you would probably do it. Would you not? A chat box as in like for Twitch, you know, this, what you're speaking in right now, as an overlay. So my structure is a wrapper, the main log, which contains log messages, which get deleted after 60 seconds. I think the wrapper is just so that I could absolute position it. Or maybe I was just in the habit of using a wrapper. Log message contains name and pic and message box. And name and pic I believe is flex. Yes. I go to uni in Newcastle, North East England. It's pretty cold up here. Name box. Name box is a badge and then a name, which is a span. And if they have multiple badges like this, then it's just two. Wait, hold on. Yeah, two badges that are next to each other. Oh wait, no, they're not next to each other anymore. Is it possible to group all badges into one span? Probably. I could do that. I'm studying computer science, by the way. So where am I doing that? Here. So for each badges, it basically just makes a new image. But I could, and it's putting it right into a name box. So I guess I could just make a div. Well, I could use a span, right? Span. Element. Can you put images into a span? Is that a thing? Or is it just text? Alright. What did I get on my GCSE? I cannot remember. That was a long time ago. Okay, there. So badge span goes into name box, name text goes into name box, name box goes into name and pic goes into log message, message goes into log message, goes into log. Okay. Here we go, I guess. I'm gonna do the inspecting again. Wait. Huh, looks pretty much the same. Well, there you go. There's the grid. That's just one span. I'm not sure what this space is. Because I see it here also. It's invisible characters from the word wrapping. Interesting. How does it look in here? Hey, it's not going over. Or is that just because? Interesting. So what if we play around with max width now? Can I remove those? What happens if I remove them? Hey, it works! What? It's wrapping and it doesn't, and it goes into ellipses. You, sir, are a genius. How does the grid do that? Oh, Scribbly. What did you come up with? I am... Wait. Isn't that what I sent you? What? I was like, wait, what? That's awesome. So now the super long thing. One thing I can quickly need to check is if it goes outside its margin. I can fix that. It does. Yes, slightly. But I can fix that. That's just over here. So basically, earlier I noticed that ooh. Oh, this is my layout. Ah, interesting. See, that's... I think... Got the text extends. Yeah, that's neat. I mean, I think my text was doing that, but for some reason it was still I think Vorvana said something about the invisible characters from the overflow causing it to think it was still there or something. I'm not too sure. It's just weird occurrences like that kind of throw me off because I don't really know what I'm looking for. Or I don't know why it's doing that. And then for some reason you have something like a grid that just helps out of nowhere. Like, why a grid? Aha. I like your name. I think it should be a real Twitch name. You know what would be pretty awesome? If I could, I think this is totally possible. I could probably give people custom badges. Like, I could just detect, obviously it wouldn't show up in actual Twitch chat, but it could show up in the overlay. I could give people their badges. Yeah, I'd probably have to use it for that. So the thing that I have is... where is it? Here. So basically this just checks to see if there's any messages in the DOM or in the log. And if there isn't, then the first message gets an extra bunch of padding on top to account for that that long username, or I mean that possibly long username, which goes up there. And then subsequent messages don't get that. So this has extra padding, and then this goes back to normal. Because as long as there's something above it, then it doesn't really matter, because it wouldn't go outside otherwise. So I can just increase this, I think. Yeah, now it doesn't clip. And then all the subsequent messages should be the same size. (61E3) It does. I just got lazy and didn't want to calculate something else, so I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to chuck in, I'm just going to make this 61 seconds. Because I think it was something like 9 seconds. No, it was 5, because I was testing it with 5, and I was just like, I'll just change the 5 to 61, and that would mean 61 seconds. Yes, I think that works now. Actually, I'm just gonna make this a bit smaller. Just so I know what the minimum amount is. Okay, so that's still doing it. So I'll have it at 80, just to be on the safe side. Woo! I'll probably do some more positioning. I don't know, that looks pretty centered to me. I don't know if the text is centered vertically. Maybe it isn't. I think it needs to go down a bit. I think it looks good. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. Just works. What is this? I think it would be cool to have, because so now I can inject other divs, right? Because that was something with Streamlabs that I couldn't do. Where is my Streamlabs one? Oh, it's underneath. Is it here? So the deal with Streamlabs is when I was trying to make it so that I could inject like divs with images, so I could have something like a meme command that would put a meme in the the chat overlay of an image. It would pull it from Imgur, whatever how you pronounce it. And but the thing is, they don't allow you to make API calls outside of anything official like Twitch or whatever, which I can understand, but it's kind of annoying. So I guess with this custom chat box I could probably have it so I can inject a bunch of like funky divs and alerts and all that. I could probably put all of my alerts into chat, to be honest. It'd be an interesting challenge. But yes, I'm probably gonna leave it at that because that was exhausting and it's almost 2 in the morning. Thanks to you and your grids. I'll have to look more up into grids because they seem pretty OP. I didn't expect it to be able to pick, I don't know, I'm still in awe of what that did, and I probably need to remove this other code. I'm going to remove these max widths. Actually, I'll leave that there just to be on the safe side. I don't need this chat stuff anymore because I'm putting chat into something else. Grids are amazing, literally the only reason why I got into front end. Hated Bootstrap with a passion. I've only played around with Bootstrap a few times, and that was for a university project. And it was pretty painful. I'll have to come up with some custom badges. Oh, that's probably one more thing I can do tomorrow, is see if I can make some custom badges. And then see if I can make it apply to some people. I could probably have like an array or an object of people and give them badges, and it would show up in chat. I guess if they already have badges, well, we can play with that another time. Never been a fan of Bootstrap either. Yes, not the I'm the greatest. I call dibs on a grey solid square. You won't be able to see it. Well, actually you will, because it's a white background. You could have 3 partner checks if you like. Just scribbly with 3 partner checks. You're like an ultra partner. Alright, yes, I actually will make a note of that, because that sounds like something pretty fun to do. I think I already had a note down here of past badges. Oh, that's the other thing I need to do, check custom cheer badges. Yes, I need to do that. Okay, so tomorrow, or whenever I next stream, we'll have to deal with custom cheer badges. I already checked, because I know Peking Boo, where is he? Peking Boo has the custom, well, he has custom cheer badges. It was just the first thing that I thought of. He's not still alive, is he? He better not be. He is not, right? So I connected to his channel to check, and I see that he has obviously his subscriber badges up to 60 months. Now he went off like an hour ago. Ah, good. He's been streaming a long time. And then he has these. So I'm not sure if any of these have actually been used, but like, how many zeros is that? 1, 2, 3. That's a million bits. Like, I'm not actually sure if these have all been used, but I'll definitely have to. It shouldn't be too difficult. I should be able to just copy and paste the subscriber one. He was a 500 plus subs. Yeah, wow. He was sub 200 when I tuned in. Damn. Well, yeah, I think he wasn't he like giving them away every hour or something. That's actually how I got my first sub to him, and then I pretty much just continued it from there. I won it in a competition. Actually, I didn't win. I lost pretty badly actually, but he gave everyone a sub for taking part, which was just like, what? I need to make an app that pushes notifications to my phone and computer. Ooh, that sounds fun. Keep missing notifications because my phone doesn't update its dashboard with notifications, or I don't hear the beep. Huh. Notifications for what? That actually reminds me, I was gonna make some Twitch alerts, but in the style of a Windows notification. I think that would be pretty funny. Just have it like come up in the side, like the square box with like an image of the follower or something, and then have it play the default Windows sound. Pretty much anything I could subscribe to. Ah, an essential app to make your life 100% more efficient. That would be neat, and probably be a fun project. Never seen this cheer badge. I wonder if he only gets like a certain number to use, because I don't know why he doesn't have custom cheer badges for like 1 or 100, because those, he still has the plain ones for those, and it seems out of place. I don't know why like he doesn't have those. must have unlocked them. I need to add that. I'll do that out of here. Like down here. To do 2. Make custom cheer badges. Give custom cheer badges. I could just give everyone in chat a partner check, you know? Everyone could feel like a partner. Obviously Scribbly would have to have 3, because he's like the ultimate partner. But we could all be partners here. It would be pretty hilarious, actually. Okay. Give everyone a golden kappa? Oh my god, yes! We'll have to do that. Alright, I am gonna go head off. Also, I need to finish this text. I will finish this function. I need to get back into anime. I'm probably gonna be getting back into anime next week or the week after I start wrapping up the chat box. I need to dive back into making my alerts. I think I'll have to make them from scratch. I don't particularly mind because I do have some ideas. I've been inspired by Scribbly. I need to put more effort into mine. Right now it's just a whole bunch of text and images. But yes. We'll cross that hurdle when we get to it. But hopefully everyone has a nice evening wherever you are, and I will catch you somewhere sometime. Ciao!